already clapped.
I just wanted to clap again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome. So I definitely have been withholding this information from you because I thought it would be pertinent because you're a dick. So for all the listeners who wonder why we have the time or energy to do this, the last shift, well, I'll go back a little bit. I always pull up dumb movies and I'm like, I'm going to put this on, and you say bet. And then I put it on and I chicken out after like, I don't know.
I outlast you.
A couple minutes.
I got the kids.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I can't watch this shit. And then you were like, hey, let's watch all 3 of the extended cut Hobbit movies. And I was like, fucking bet.
Yep.
And we did.
We got them all.
We watched them all without running a call.
And we almost got through all the first Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Dude, that's insane.
Yeah.
And
we're looking at 12 hours of not doing a thing.
And because it'll probably show up before Amy sees this, or this is even out. I got an email from Lego and they're like, hey, you have a lot of VIP points. You got to spend them or they're going to expire. And I went on and it was like $60 worth of discounts. And I was like, getting that Rivendell set.
Did you get it?
Dude, I bet. Yeah, I got the Rivendell set. I'm so excited. I know you said you wanted to build it with me, but you're also not a tall Asian.
I know. I'll watch. Can I watch in the corner?
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to watch.
I'll watch you watch her in the corner.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm just like, here, put this piece on.
Ugh.
Let me turn the page for you. Oh, it's not sexual.
It's not. Yeah. Gross.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, world. You now have a glimpse into Anders' things that make Anders work.
Yeah.
So
Hobbit, Legos, beautiful. It's just Amy.
Yeah, just Amy.
Yeah.
So, well, we tried shooting this episode last time we were filming.
Yeah, and our boy, the Space Lord.
And Space Lord.
Yeah. Xenu. Yeah.
Xenu came down and zapped all our cameras.
Yeah. Well, he used a tractor beam from his spaceships that look like 747s.
Yep.
That's real.
And blew up all the cameras.
That's real.
That was a real one.
This is real.
Yeah. So we basically have to re-record this episode because Xenu came down. So we're going to see how this even goes. He might zap it again.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
He might zap us.
Yeah. He's like, this was your warning shot. But today we're nice bussy.
I literally put it on the bottom for that reason.
Nice.
So when I turn it up, you can see the bussy.
Ugh. So today's episode, it's a fun episode we've been talking about doing for a while. On cults.
Yeah, I love cults.
It's the best.
Yeah.
So we have a submission from someone that we know.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, I know which one. I'm just so excited.
I know. And this is regarding the Remnant Church in Brentwood, Tennessee. It's a very, very wholesome Christian church.
Yeah.
There's zero discrimination there.
Zero.
Just ask them.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to swim to the bottom of a lake.
Yeah. So this person got dispatched to the Remnant Church. Said upon arriving, there were thousands of people dressed in fancy ball gowns because it was Easter time. I think it was the Friday right before Easter. There was armed security at the door, large guns, and they wouldn't let them in the church. It was a man who had passed out. Bum, bum, bum. Got the Holy Spirit in him.
Yeah. Well, he's got on a 3-piece suit and it's 1,000 degrees inside every church.
Yeah. The wife got up front in the truck, mind you, and our friend was driving. And she looked over and said, the wife looked over to the provider and said, I used to be fat like you once, but then I found Jesus. Jesus was ripped. Jesus doesn't like fat people.
Dude, sleek swimmer's body, all muscled up in tone.
Yep.
Yeah.
She says, I was completely dumbfounded. I told her I had an autoimmune issue that makes it hard for me to lose weight. She told me that I must not love Jesus enough or I'd be healed. Yep. It's true.
It is true. Love Jesus harder.
You got to love it harder.
Yeah, you got to pray till you sweat.
Yeah.
I want to see you sweat.
Yeah.
Is Jesus kinky?
Dude, I don't know.
A little bit.
But I do know that according to this church that you can actually find Jesus closer if you're praying to him while you're on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Dude, of which I would not do.
You know, people like to call the remnant a cult, but they're not far off like Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah. It's a pseudo cult where you're like, well, so they bought into the lady's book, right? There's the documentary on HBO.
Yeah.
It was like, what was it? The Way Down or something like that.
The turtles all the way down?
Yep. Ninja Turtles Way Down.
Yeah.
And it talks about how, I don't know, God was on the carnivore diet or something like that. And
Jesus was on the carnivore diet.
Jesus was carnivore.
Yeah.
And then intermittent keto, low glycemic index foods.
Yeah. Dude, and he was hitting the Bowflex.
And dude, he was. And so like the loaves and the fish parable,
Yeah.
like he didn't eat the bread because that busts you out of ketosis.
Yeah, yeah.
So straight carnivore fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, gotta get fucking jacked.
Dude, he was jacked. Have you seen all those statues of him? He's ripped.
Yeah. They had to use a bigger cross.
They did. They put him on a smaller cross at first, and he just flexed and bam, blew it apart.
Pecs. Just snap it.
Oh, no, I respect your religion.
And I, as a person of faith, I still feel that that's a funny joke. I'll answer for that one later.
Will you, though?
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll find out. Because if you are wrong and we go up there, we got a lot of mistakes. We're like, whoa, look, I'm so sorry.
I've met a lot of Christians, and I cannot think of a group I would have spent eternity with less.
Dude, yeah, we were thinking about that. Where would you want to spend eternity? Anywhere.
Not in a church. Dude, that sounds like hell.
Oh, man.
Every time I've been in a church, it feels like an eternity.
Yeah. Because you haven't been in one, have you? Oh, yeah, you have. What am I thinking?
Yeah. My mom is, first off, she's profoundly mentally ill and a terrible person. Get that out of the way. You're a terrible person. I know you're watching these. But she was like hardcore Bible thumping.
Yeah.
Took me to church all the time. And she let me get away with whatever I wanted. She married this absolute piece of shit dude. And then he took us to his church, and we were up on the balcony, and I used to spit my chewing gum over the balcony into the crowd. And I remember watching people like sit in it and get gum all over them. And she was just like, he's just such a silly boy. Dude.
Wow.
Terrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah. No control.
Yeah. Anyways. Well, we're not talking about religious beliefs today, but we kind of are.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Religion, that's a fine line.
We got we're going to reference Papa Meat's video that we watched.
Yeah.
Clearwater.
Yeah.
Clearwater, Florida. One of the weirdest cities in America.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I love the city. But it's not the whole city. Clearwater's huge, right? It's downtown. Fort Harrison, right downtown, right before you go over to the Clearwater Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
It's all fake. It's a movie set.
Yeah.
Scientology owns it. They bought the Fort Harrison Hotel.
Yeah.
Then they built a giant fucking building across the street, built a sky bridge over it. And then they just bought all the land and all the shops right downtown. And so when you go walk through there, everything's fake.
Yeah. And
like props in the windows and stuff. Nothing happens.
The question I have about that is, where's Shelly?
Where's Shelly?
Yeah. Where is Shelly?
Oh, Xenu's gonna get us.
We were playing with fire.
Where's Shelly? We should have Leah Remini on the podcast. That'd be awesome.
Dude, send her an email.
Be like, hey, watch this. Yeah. So, yeah, I know you had that funny story where you mentioned it last time, the Amish one. But,
Yeah.
well,
That's a warm up.
yeah.
You want me to warm
I'll
us
lead
up?
up. I'll warm up with some Scientology ones.
Okay.
So one of the first ones, first time I ever really had an interaction with Scientology was I was training. I just gotten my medic license. I just got on a truck and I was going through like driver training. Basically, I was on the shift, everything like that. But training officers like you have to drive the truck too.
Teach you how to not back up into anything.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking guys, don't back up and hit shit.
Yeah.
Losers.
Yeah, don't back up and hit anything.
Losers. So yeah. So we're driving and we get a call and it's going right up before Harrison. And this is the day that the Church of Scientology was revealing their brand new building. And it was an international broadcast. They had all the big names: Tom Cruise, John Travolta, Kirstie Alley, rest in peace.
Xenu?
Xenu was there.
In spirit.
He was there in spirit. All the names were there, all the heavy hitters. And so we get a call and, I'm like, let's friggin' go. So flip the lights, flip the sirens, and I start gassing it. And this is through their production essentially because it's right outside the building, right on the road. And so they're trying to do like this big show, everything. And I'm just going through it and I got the air horns on the truck and I'm like, I'm going to empty all of this air compressor tank, just going all the way through.
I miss those.
Yeah. And so all the lights, all the sirens, and we're going, and everyone looks at us. Like we can see them, and they're all like, you're disrupting our service. And I'm like, bah, 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 all the way through it. And yeah.
You had the perfect
That was the
opportunity.
perfect
You missed
time.
it. You were all
so
like,
far away. That was exactly it. That's exactly what our horns sound like in Florida. So go through the whole thing, run the call. I finish the whole shift off and I get back and I get pulled in by the head of everything. And they're like, hey, we need to talk to you. I was like, uh-oh. Thinking like I made some sort of like clinical error or something like that. And they're like, hey, did you get a call like downtown Clearwater today? I'm like, yeah. Or like lights and sirens call. We're like, yep, lights and sirens, going through it. Shout out lights and sirens.
oh, that's us.
That's us.
Whoa.
I said it.
Hi. Oh, dude, it's such an honor to meet us.
Yes.
It's not.
And he goes, well, we got a call from the county commissioners, like the head of the county. And they were like, hey, you basically like you recklessly and overused your sirens to intentionally disturb the Church of Scientology's service. And I was like, no, what? Do I look like that guy? I was so fresh faced.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, do you think you maybe could use more discretion? I'm like, what are we talking about right now? They're like, maybe you could have like wait till you got past the building to like turn the sirens on. I'm like, I had to get to it to go past it. I'm like, that's our protocol. Like we lights and sirens and go to a call and then you can downgrade us if it gets coded as, a non-emergency response or whatever. And then we can shut it down. I'm like, I just did what's responsible. But yeah, apparently the Church of Scientology was so pissed that I disrupted Xenu's day.
Yeah.
That they called the county commissioners and they were like, hey, can you bring him to us so we can chain him up on the roof? Because he needs to go walk naked chained laps on the roof to get more clear. Oh,
I'm confusing.
I probably could have used it. But
I'm confusing Scientology with the remnant because I was like, oh, yeah, you'll lose weight that way.
Yeah, you'll get shredded.
Yeah. They wanted to shred you.
Dude, they wanted to. I was shocked that they had that much power that they could call the county's emergency response system and scold them and be like, hey, go find that guy. And then could you shoot him for us?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Actually bring him here and do it. We want to see it.
Yeah.
We want it to happen in front of us.
Yeah. Tom Cruise wants you to shoot him in front of him.
Tom Cruise wants to do it.
Tom Cruise wants to kill me.
If you get down on your knees and you shoot him, he would be still pointing up.
I'm getting down there, Tom. Give me a second. Yeah. Well, that's going to get me killed.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, that was the first one. I'm going to hold on to the second one here because I got a few more.
So,
Tell me a bunch of fun story.
These technically aren't cults. The difference between a religion and a cult is like a religion comes from a doctrine and a cult comes like the information in a cult comes from a specific person.
Yeah.
So that's like what delineates a cult.
Xenu.
Yeah, Xenu. So like Mormons aren't a cult. No, more Mennonites aren't a cult.
Yes.
So we get called out for I don't remember.
What about MAGA?
Oh. What was have you seen the people with the MASA, MASA, Make America Straight Again? And it's like, you guys are going against your own message because what does MAGA mean then?
Oh, gosh. Checkmate.
Yeah.
Sorry, go back. Mennonites.
Yeah, so the Mennonites, so we get called out for whatever. We get there. So a woman and she's middle-aged and she is profoundly anxious. And it takes us a while to get her calmed down and try and figure out what's going on. And eventually she's just like, I don't know what to do. We're like, okay, well, what's going on? So she was born into I think it was a Mennonite because where I was, there were a lot more Mennonites than Amish.
What's the difference?
Dude, I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. It's basically the same thing. Might as well be.
Okay.
Two sides of the same coin. So she's from one of those communities, born into that community, got married when she was 15-ish, and her husband dies. And in this community, if you're an older woman and your husband dies,
what, 17?
Yeah, they're just like, see ya, bye. So she's grown up with this community, this lifestyle, this level of technology, probably
Which is
no cars.
None.
Yeah, like 1870s. No, before that, 1670s. Dude, I don't even know.
670.
1666. And so she's like, I'm completely lost. I'm in a world that is completely alien to me. And it was one of the few times I've picked up someone that was having anxiety and genuinely was like, this is horrible. This is a horrible set of circumstances. This is a painful experience for you. But dude, you spend your whole life somewhere and they're just like, see ya, bye.
Yeah.
Your husband died. Get out. Witch.
You witch.
Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Dude,
Irresponsible.
Still to this day, because she was in like a not a it might have been a halfway house, but it was like a halfway house.
Yeah.
And she had no idea what to do.
Yeah.
Just period.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Yeah.
That really, really sucked.
Yeah. That sounds pretty negligent on Xenu's part. On whatever Mennonite Xenu.
Don't worry. Some Christians will take her in.
Yeah. The remnant.
Or Muslims.
Yeah. The remnant will scoop her right up.
Maybe.
But yeah, man, so the crazy thing about Scientology, like it's such an interesting cult.
Yeah. Whoa.
Like
it's a religion.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, dude, they would drag people out of the buildings like dead bodies for a long time.
Yeah.
And they just throw them outside and be like depositing a dead body outside, call 911, be like, I found a dead body. Here it is. Like no information, no story, throw it outside, deposit it on the sidewalk, shut the door.
Yeah, we found a random dead person out front, and they have a Scientology T-shirt on.
Yeah, they stole it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they got it at the gift shop.
yeah.
But
You have to pay a lot to get into the gift shop.
yes, what I heard is you have to give them all of your money to get in the gift shop.
Yeah,
It's an expensive gift shop.
that is an expensive.
That's just
gift
entry.
shop. Yeah, yeah. But they do clear you of your thetans.
Yeah, you have no thetans left. Keeps you in ketosis.
Dude, was Jesus a Scientologist?
I don't know.
Dude, if there is a hell, we get to go together.
Maybe after that Bowflex joke. But yeah, as far as I know, and how do I word this to not die? Okay. As far as I know, the two random crews were the only random crews to ever go in like deep inside of a Scientology building.
John Doe and Jane Doe.
John Doe, Jane Doe. Mm-hmm. Actually, it was just 4 Johns. This from the story.
John Doe, John Doe, John Doe, John Doe.
A bunch of Johns. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the rumor, right? And again, fictionalized story. So the Church of Scientology and Xenu don't come up and like harass me, which whatever.
This is all fake. This is
a completely fake story.
Yeah.
Completely fake. And it's not real at all. It's just very descriptive.
Yep. Yeah.
It was nice knowing you.
I do not condone any of the things you're about to say, even though they are 100% fictional and all
made up.
people,
Shelley made them up.
or organizations in this are, if they have any resemblance to real people, places, or organizations.
fictionalized.
Dude, it's just coincidence.
It's all hypothetical coincidence.
Yep.
So on that note, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah. Well, you're going to leave me anyway, so.
No, not willingly. I'm just gonna steal you.
Are you?
Anyways, I'm trying.
I know.
Anyways, so these two crews, the four Johns, get called to the Church of Scientology. They're like, hey, it's for chest pain, whatever, right? A fictionalized chest pain. And they get there, fire crew beats the EMS crew there. And so they're told to stay outside because they only bring it. It's a one and done type situation. Like you're all going up at the same time. You're all coming out at the same time, supposedly. So fire crew's there. The other crew gets there. They're like, all right, is this it? And they're like, yep, that's it. Got all the equipment. Good to go. And so armed security starts walking him in. And they're like, don't look at anything. Don't talk to anyone. Fuck off. Like, you're going to go upstairs. You're going to go where we tell you to go. You're only going to look at the person that we're going to tell you to look at.
Straightforward.
Straight from closed. We're going to bring you in blindfolded. And so.
Or you might be one of those bodies thrown out the front door.
Yeah, you're going to be a sidewalk body. So these two crews are going up the new building that I disrupted the Xenu's grand opening on. They're going up the elevators, and it's crazy why they would do this, but like, there's no logical reason, but they've built penthouses for the heads of this great religion on the top of this building. That's the tallest building in like the official downtown Clearwater, so it can overlook everything and get a beach view, sunset views, all that stuff. Supposedly it's gorgeous. Beautiful views.
Yeah.
They get up there, they're like, all right, you're going to walk in and you've got a female to your left. That's your patient. Don't look to anyone else. Don't look around the room. Don't talk to anyone. Don't do anything. They swing open the big doors, supposedly, and directly in front of these crews, according to this fictionalized story, are these women, non-English speaking, naked, essentially, with like essentially no clothes on.
Dude, let me guess the next one. Young.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very young.
What a surprise.
Very attractive women sitting on a couch, like a large sitting area. On this table, it's a very dusty table. It's so crazy because the rest of the room is so clean and immaculate, but they just had white dust all over this table.
Yeah. They should call a cleaning lady.
They need to get Xenu's cleaning lady on top of this.
Yeah.
To clean up this white dusty table.
They might have had the cleaning lady on top of it at some point.
She's yeah, no speculations, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
This is all fictional.
They were all trying to clean it up with straws.
Their vacuum cleaner broke.
They're like, we got it, don't worry. And so there's these girls that are sitting on this sitting area with a very, very dusty table. Like I'm not assuming anything. I just assume it's a very dusty table.
Yeah.
Glass table that you can see through traditionally. But at the time, very white and dusty. Mm-hmm. And then there's a gentleman to the right that's at like a large desk sitting area in like this crazy Hugh Hefner robe looking type robe, right? And he's just sitting there shirtless, I'm assuming pantsless, seeing as everyone else in this entryway is also pantsless and shirtless, with like this velvety robes, just sitting there looking like just old man staring. And you know, you're trying not to look to be like, visual stimulus everywhere. And then you go in here and you see this blonde woman who's older than the girls. It's very Ghislaine Maxwell-y. Again, fictionalized story, not accusing the Church of Scientology of exploiting young women or anything like that.
Yeah. That would never happen.
That would never happen.
Yeah.
It's never happened. No one's ever seen it.
No religion has ever exploited young individuals.
Correct. So this young middle-aged woman, it's so crazy. She doesn't have clothes on either. It's crazy. Xenu raptured all their clothes.
Xenu hit the instead of just the person rapture, he accidentally did the clothes.
Yeah, they just zapped the clothes off. Missed.
yeah.
Slightly off on the target.
Yeah.
And this person's, having a cardiac event. And we're like, well, why? The crews were like, why? Not me, because I wasn't there.
She's very allergic to dust.
Well, come to find out, she was trying to clean up all the dust.
Oh, yeah. She was, what? She was working so hard?
She was just like a little table Roomba. just going around with her nose being like, I'll get this. And apparently gave herself, according to these crews, a cardiac event that required catheterization and things like this, supposedly in this fictionalized story. But she was just cleaning the dust off too hard, apparently. So,
you know what? Good for that fictional lady.
Good for the fictional lady.
Yeah, she was working hard. She died being a productive member of society.
Oh, I'm sure she's still alive, man. Xenu kept her alive.
She survived being a productive member of society.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. The Church of Scientology. I did some pharmacy work for a while.
Yeah.
While I was down there, and they buy everyone's medications. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's not true.
Yeah. Dude, these stories would be crazy if they were real
and fucking illegal.
Yeah.
But fucking illegal.
Yeah.
Like maybe going to the hospital that's right next to their headquarters in their pharmacy and being like, hi, I'm going to go get the pallet of medications for all the thousands of people here. And they're just buying tons of controlled substances.
Not prisoners.
And not controlled substances, and not showing any identification or consent to pick it up, and coming in with a black card and being like, ka-ching, and getting all of the medications for their followers in all of this fictionalized story. That would be crazy and fucking illegal. Illegal as shit. Dude, The DEA, you should really look at this very fictionalized story.
Dude. So, to circle back to how this all started,
Yeah.
having a profoundly incompetent and terrible parent. So one of my family members had to go to rehab for narcotics.
Okay.
And she sent him to a Scientology conversion rehab.
Oh,
And when he escaped, and when I say escaped, literally,
it's the literal escape.
literal prison escape.
Yeah.
He told me all the stuff they do in there, and bro, allegedly,
It's bananas.
it is prison.
Yeah.
It is a brainwashing facility that imprisons people and turns them into drones.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find the story real quick.
So he had told me that dude, it might have been where you're from, where this happened. I don't know.
Probably.
He said that they would take him into rooms and they would just like interrogate him and brainwash him, like face to face, whatever they do, their crazy stuff. And he was able to escape from the compound and had to jump some fences and finally got away. And they were chasing him down to recapture him and get him back into the church.
Jeez.
But he escaped.
Dude, that's crazy. Man who died in St. Paul tried to rob the Church of Scientology. That's just one of the many stories. Man who died in St. Paul after he was found unresponsive in a parking ramp moments earlier attempted to rob a worker at the nearby Church of Scientology.
Wow, he fell so hard.
Yeah.
That's why he has a depressed skull fracture.
Yeah, it's crazy. Xenu.
Yeah.
Xenu came down and said, God, don't rob me.
He flew a 747 directly into his skull.
Yeah. Dude, this is Lisa McPherson. That's the lady, she died in the 90s at the Church of Scientology in Clearwater. After a minor traffic accident, McPherson seemed unharmed. She removed her clothes in the street and paramedics transported her to the local hospital. In order to avoid psychiatric intervention, local Scientologists convinced her to leave the hospital and seek care at the nearby church, a flag service organization. There she was held against her will for 17 days without medical care, while her physical and mental condition rapidly deteriorated and she died.
Yeah. Well, they believe that psychology, like modern psychology, is completely fake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Xenu can just wipe it all away.
He zaps them.
Zap them. Yeah. Left pulmonary artery. She had a PE from left pulmonary artery from prolonged bed rest and severe dehydration. Dang. Yeah, dude, they would just bring bodies out and go. Or the guy that they had chained on the roof, that died on the roof. Made up story.
Yeah. None of that's real.
None of it's real. Ooh.
Sorry, I had something in my eye.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know.
So we had
Have you had any church stories that are funny?
like stuff that's happened in churches.
Yeah.
Dude, I should. I'm sure I do. They're just not coming to mind.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff happens in churches. Lots of people pass out in church.
Yeah.
All the time.
Holy Spirit got him.
Yeah. They had them demons in them.
They said, Holy Spirit.
I wasn't sure what was going on there. Oh, that's way too close.
Way too close.
Yeah. No, we had a church back where I used to work. And this church loves horses. So I don't want to call them out directly, but they love horses. They have a vacation Bible school. And what you don't see is they have a compound back on the property.
Yeah.
So I'd never been back there and no one knew about this place because they never called EMS. So we get called out for Ebola.
Hell yeah.
This is
Bad Chick-fil-A.
dude, bad Chick-fil-A. So this is in the height of the Ebola panic.
Sure.
So we get called out for, a youngish female, and it's like vomiting, diarrhea, fever, all the Ebola symptoms. And we're like, whatever. This is just
You're sick.
you're just sick. Really? You have Ebola?
She has the horse flu.
Yeah, bullshit. So we go out there, and the whole way out there, I'm like, this horse shit. And then,
Get it?
yeah. Oh,
Hey.
yeah, there it was. So I'm like, this horse shit. That's horse shit. That's horse shit.
And that's a horse.
But, so we drive back. I drive past this entry all the time. And
Yeah.
I thought it was just a farm. And we start driving back, and it's this long winding road. And then we come up on this compound, and it looks like kind of like Section 8 housing, but it's in the woods.
Yeah.
It's weird. And we go in. First off, there's nobody, but there are lots of people there. Like, they're all hiding. And we go into this one house, and there's like 6 people inside of a 2-bedroom Section 8 style house. And there's this woman on a couch, and she looks like death. You know the ones you walk in, you're like, oh shit, this is, I gotta work. So the whole family's kind of panicky. She's dying, and we're like, okay, what's going on? And they said, well, we think she has Ebola. It's like, why would you think she has Ebola? And they're like, well, she just got back from a mission trip in Ethiopia.
You're like, oh, so she has Ebola. Cool.
Dude, just got back, like flew in a couple days prior. And she had been exposed to Ebola in Ethiopia. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So we're like, all right, hold on.
Hold your horses.
hold your horses. I got to get the reins on this call. So we go out, and we call the supervisor. And this is one of my favorite supervisors, because he got fired from his job because he woke up and accidentally chugged a huge glass of vodka that was on his nightstand before he came into a county meeting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah. So he shows up, and he's like, put on your Tyvek and glasses and N95s, you'll be okay. And we're like, what? No, that's not enough. We've been watching the news. That's not enough. He's like, shut the fuck up.
The news is a conspiracy.
So we put on our, first off, we're like, where the hell do we take this person? So we put on our Tyvek, put on N95s, put on glasses, and we go in, we get her loaded up, and we go into the big hospital, and dude, I'm terrified. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I've only been doing this for a couple of years, and I'm gonna fucking die.
Yep.
So we take her in, and we walk around the corner. We called the radio report, told them everything that was happening. We're expecting to be like held out in a truck forever,
Indefinitely,
until we all die of Ebola. And they're like, no, just bring her in. We're like, this is fucking weird. So we wheel her right in through the EMS entrance, right past patients in the hallway, right up to the charge nurse. And the charge nurse, I'm at the foot of the cot. He leans over the desk and he says, she doesn't have Ebola. And even if she did, what you're wearing wouldn't protect you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And I was like,
but
what?
if she does have Ebola, we just killed everyone else.
And I was shocked. And he's
Sounds
just
about right for that hospital.
Yeah, you know the one. He is so fed up, not just from us, but from everything, because you know how it'd be up there. And he leans over and he said, she was here earlier today. She doesn't have Ebola. And we were like, oh. So I'm immediately like stripping stuff off. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And she was like, yeah, amen. So all of that was weird enough. But what I never knew, what no one ever knew, or wasn't common knowledge, is that this place that just seemed like kind of a horse lover's fantasy and vacation Bible school was a Christian cult.
A horse cult.
Yeah. I'll tell you some more details. Not.
Why?
Because it's names.
Do it.
No, dude, I'm not going to call him out. I don't want to say the name of the place has a very, like in this county, if you say blank, blank, these 3 words in a row, everyone knows exactly who it is, where it is, and what it's about, but no one knew. Like,
Horse cult world.
Yeah. Well, no one knew until after this that like behind this very beautiful facade was a horse cult. Yeah. Equine cultism.
Ooh.
Yeah.
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 Trauma llamas.
Dude.
Alpaca your wounds.
Yeah. Dude, it's so good. I love it.
I'm gonna get those shoes.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, dude, I miss Florida. I miss seeing all the flag buses driving around and all the Scientologists.
The flag buses?
Yeah, flag. That's the name of their flag.
Dude, I've been here so long. When you say a flag bus, I'm thinking of a car covered in like thin blue line, MAGA, and
No,
Blue Lives Matter trucks driving around. Just thinking like, you know what?
Not that.
You seem like a great person.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't put stickers on my car. I'm not trying to fight someone with stickers.
Yeah, it's
real fun.
road Twitter.
It's road Twitter.
Yeah.
Don't honk.
Yeah.
I'll,
yeah, don't honk what? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, we'll wrap this up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call a couple people and see if we can get some more Scientology stories, because obviously they were all fake. I was just gonna see if they want to make up some more fake stories.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I enjoy that you completely fabricated these and you had no ill will behind them whatsoever.
Correct.
And you were not trying to harm or besmirch the wonderful religion that is
Hail Xenu.
the Church of Scientology. Dude, you are not high enough level.
What's the Xenu?
I don't know.
Like a Z?
No, dude, you're getting real close to the wrong one. Just,
all right.
Just Xenu.
Just Xenu. Hail Xenu.
Hail Xenu.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, it's getting real close to last podcast on the left.
Yeah.
Hail Geen.
Yeah. We need to tag them to be like, hey, if we die, this is why.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
You are. All right, bye.